Alright, I just got this text. Well, I not just got, when did I get it? Uh, about 20 minutes, 30 minutes ago. You see that said, from now on, from 5 p.m., no one allowed in the office. See, now that job, that's one of the jobs I be talking about, right? Like I said, racism, right? And how could a better economy help have helped, that black reporter from PBS. She asked Trump, how could a better economy have helped racism and saved George Floyd's life? And I'm like, I got the answer. He could have been working instead of trying to pass a $20 bill. And literally, he was only 47. Like I said, I work with crackheads that was, 60. And like I said, I got it on tape. Well, I didn't record them, but I was recording I made videos. It was in January. And, you know, uh, like I said, the dude, he was on drugs too. He just, well, he, like I said, he was bragging to me, like he was bragging about how he could pass a piss test right now. You know what I'm saying? He could walk in there and piss all it. They could come and piss him because he needed to be clean to get his apartment. That's another thing. He was bragging about how, I don't know if it was gang stalking. I'm thinking street theater because basically it might have been them being sarcastic because they don't want to do that, because basically every time somebody says, even black people, tells one of them about them whining and blaming other people for their problems, we'll have a solution. Especially nowadays, well, before the scamdemic, you go to school, you can do this, you can do that, you don't have to be poor, and they get mad about that because they don't want to do that. So, but I think from the way he was working and the way he was happy, I think he genuinely telling the truth that he just waited his time. He was staying in shelters, but instead of sitting outside, and like in the other videos I made when I was at the repair shop, and it just happened to be right by where the shelter is, and them other they just sitting out there all day. And even during the scamdemic, remember, like I said in that video, where I was at the car repair mechanic shop, there's a whole bunch of construction going on, literally right there. So like, and that place that I just showed, that text, that's where they got a lot of unskilled labor jobs. You just walk in. Like I said, that's why so many crackheads there. There's also regular people there who just, you know, because they pay daily. But like I said, the jobs now, they getting jobs 12, 15, 14, 13 dollars an hour, right? And a lot of them, if you got your little certificate, you just standing there holding the stop sign and the slow sign. A lot of it is hard labor. Then they got jobs for the females. Got a lot of females work there. They got but a lot of them do the construction, flagger jobs too. So, uh, you see what I'm saying? So, but you see, they sent that text. What that text say, right? They now, you can't even come in. The office is just where you go to get the little ticket, or where you go once you get off, and you get, that's what I'm saying, you get paid. So you might see a homeless dude, he might have a little prepaid card because they pay you right then. So you get off at 5, you get back to the office about 5:30, depending on how many people, and usually ain't that many people in the afternoon because everybody getting off at different times. Some people, like I said, sometimes they would send, a lot of times they started trying to send me like out of town. They give you gas money. That's what I was talking about. But they would send me off to these little towns, I guess, because maybe everybody else, like I said, they niggas, they scared of white folks, and so they didn't like going to these little, sites that's all way, maybe about 30 minutes from here. And like I said, on the highway, 30 minutes. So that's another one of these little towns. Me, I ain't got, especially they paying extra gas money. So shit, and I had that older black truck, and that shit was a little 4 cylinder. Said I put $6 in the tank, and they gonna give you 20 for gas, plus the what you make, and plus the dude, if it's you got to carry somebody, they gonna give you money or get money from him. Give me 10, because he need to get paid. So we might make $80, 90 after cut plus gas money. Anyway, long story short, you got to wear a mask just to even come in the office. See what I'm saying? But the last week, I'm talking all over the country now. They didn't care about it. Then that's another thing. They got. I seen people now. They're in the comment sections again. Cause like in Texas, they're like, oh, see, about time. See, y'all wasn't even at the protest. They were handing out masks. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. They were robbing and stealing, burning shit. You can't, you know what I'm saying? There's smoke. They're yelling at each other, yelling at people. You know, what is like I said, it's like they're stupid, bitch. We saw the videos. You can't just like you're just gonna try to loop the few times they were just standing there protesting, holding signs. You know, you're just gonna loop that video over and over again, and none of the riots, none of all that shit. It doesn't matter. The riots, like I said, the whole riot community, all them people that should be in within that community. And we ain't talking about this shit y'all trying to pull. Oh, there's a just non-rioters. There's a spike in Texas and all this and that. There's a spike, but there's no spike in rioters in their communities. You know, there's no spike in any of the rioters and looters. And it's like y'all. It's like that's what's so like. At least lie and say, well, you're lying anyway. But at least don't insult us. It's just older. But the people who wasn't rioting, there's a spike among them. But we're supposed to ignore the whole riot shit. And so now, like I said, they got this shit. Uh, with so now, like I said, now, but see that it does. See, that's not because it doesn't matter because they're all shields for this shit anyway. So they all gonna wear the mask. Remember, I keep saying, when you go. When I go to the store, it's mostly the black folks with masks on anyway. They just masked up. So it don't matter. The little crackheads that work at this place, they're going to be wearing. They don't care. Hell, they get paid price by the gang stalkers anyway. By the New World Order, all that shit. They just to be walking around wearing masks. But yeah, so I guess I won't be working for them until this shit over with. Today, shit, it's alright with me. I can find somebody else to go on them because, like I said, that's another thing. So it's like I felt them kind of the niggas because plus I'm not from here. I'm new, but I've been probably working for this company before them for years. Decades really was off and on, and they got mad about that. But a lot of them, before they were still in school, but back when I had to, when I first got out in the army, and because of the gang stalkers, I couldn't find a permanent job, a good job, but I had to do something. So it's like I've been working this company before you was still in diapers, but it was in a different city. But shit, it is just like before, So when I would come in, it's like they would say, they already knew because they got a ticket that's far out. You want to, like, hey, there you walk, you want to go to the out here. Yeah, we gonna pay you gas, and they make sure, I'm like, yeah, all right. I go out there. It might not even be flag. It might be something. One time, all we did, it was a house development, and he was just, what is that, an auger? Yeah, we just assisted him with the auger. We think it took like 40 minutes, an hour, but of course, gang stalking. This is about 4 months ago. Matter of fact, that was the one with the white guy with me. Me and him, he was telling me a story about how the cops followed him all the way home because this was by where he used to live, the exit. And he was showing me, my old house was you make a right here, and and the exit to the highway was right there. He was coming from this city, and he said the cop he drove straight, and when he got off, but he couldn't. I think his turn signal was broke, and the cop pulled him over. Plus, yeah, he had been drinking, but he asked, could he just walk up the street? But he said, the cop said, damn, you was doing good too, man, until you He admitted he was following him. He said you was doing good all the way up until you couldn't see here. He like, damn, he made it. He was that close, missed it by that much. But yeah, so they really starting to go back and put. How come they wasn't pushing this mask shit 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago? Now all of a sudden they back pushing this mask shit. It's like we'll see. We'll see how far they trying to go. And like I said, in New York, talking about you can't come. We're gonna track you and maybe possible 10,000. Now, how you gonna enforce that? Now you're giving the police power to police, but a couple of weeks ago you took away their power and said don't do anything. But now you're gonna send them after a tourist, or somebody visiting their family. Now you're gonna sick the police on them. Yo, man, that dude Cuomo, he's a sick human being. This nigga is fucking sick as hell. And but hey, y'all New Yorkers keep voting for these, whatever these are, these animals, Andrew Cuomo, the AOC. How stupid is a hell.